Everything welcomes you to a military weapons channel. Everything smiles with joy at your arrival. Everything wishes for your participation, interaction, and wonderful creativity. The Mi-8 NATO reporting name, HIP, is a medium twin-turbine helicopter, originally designed by the Soviet Union, and now produced by Russia. In addition to its most common role as a transport helicopter, the Mi-8 is also used as an airborne command post, armed gunship, and reconnaissance platform. Along with the related, more powerful Mi-17, the Mi-8 is among the world's most produced helicopters, used by over 50 countries. As of 2015, when combined, the two helicopters are the third most common operational military aircraft in the world. Role: transport helicopter, also several armed versions, national origin, Soviet Union and Russia, manufacturer, Kazan Helicopter Plant, and Ulan-Ude Aviation Plant, design group, Mil Moscow Helicopter Plant. First flight, July 7, 1961. Introduction, 1967. Status, in service. Produced, 1961. Present, number built, 17,000 and production continues today. World's most produced helicopter, variants, Mi-8 and Mi-17, developed into, Mi-14. Design and development. Mikhail Mil originally approached the Soviet government with a proposal to design an all-new two-engined turbine helicopter, after the success of the Mi-4 and the emergence and effectiveness of turbines used in the Mi-6. But the military argued against a new helicopter, as they were content with the current Mi-4. To counter this, Mikhail Mil proposed that the new helicopter was more of an update to new turbine engines rather than an entirely new helicopter. This persuaded the Council of Ministers to proceed with production. Due to the position of the engine, this enabled Mikhail Mil to justify redesigning the entire front half of the aircraft around the single engine, designed by Oleksandr Rybchenko at OKB-478 in Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine. Originally for fixed-wing aircraft, as all other Soviet turbines had been up to that point. The prototype, which was named V-8, was designed in 1958, and based on the Mi-4, with a larger cabin. Powered by an AI-24 2010 kilowatts, Solovey turboshift engine, the single-engined V-8 prototype had its maiden flight in June 1961, and was first shown on Soviet Aviation Day Parade, Tushino Air Parade, in July 1961. Specifications. General characteristics. Crew, 3, pilot, co-pilot, flight engineer, capacity, 24 passengers, or 12 stretchers and seat for one medical attendant, or 4,000 kilograms on internal and external hardpoints, length, 18.4 meters, height, 5.5 meters. Empty weight, 7,100 kilograms, gross weight, 11,100 kilograms, max takeoff weight, 13,000 kilograms, fuel capacity, 3,700 liter, power plant, 2 Klymov, TV3-117 MT, turboshift engines, 1,454 kilowatts each, main rotor diameter, 21.29 meters, main rotor area, 356 square meters. Blade section, an ACA 23012, performance. Maximum speed, 250 kilometers per hour, cruise speed, 240 kilometers per hour, range, 495 kilometers, ferry range, 960 kilometers, service ceiling, 5,000 meters. Armament. 4,000 kilograms of disposable stores on 6 hardpoints, including 57mm S-5 rockets, bombs, or 9 M17 Falanga ATGMs, and 1 or 2 side-mounted PK machine guns. During an official visit to the United States in September 1959, Nikita Khrushchev took a flight in the S-58 presidential helicopter for the first time and was reportedly extremely impressed. On Khrushchev's return, He ordered the creation of a similar helicopter, which was to be ready for the return visit by the American president to save face. A luxury version of the Mi-4 was quickly created, and Khrushchev took an inspection flight, during which Mikhail Mil proposed that his helicopter in development was more suitable. However, it would be necessary to have a second engine for reliability. This gave Mikhail Mil the power under the orders of Khrushchev to build the original two-engined helicopter, which for the first time in Soviet history would need purpose-built turbine engines, rather than those adapted from fixed-wing aircraft, as in the Mi-6 and the first prototype V-8, and an entirely new main rotor gearbox that would be designed in-house for the first time. In May 1960, the order was given for Mikhail Mil to create his twin-engine helicopter. The Sergei Isotov Design Bureau accepted the task of creating the engines. The second prototype, still equipped with the one-turbine engine, as the Isotov engines were still under development, flew in September 1961. 2 months after the engines were completed by Isotov, the third prototype, designated V-8A, equipped with two 1,120 kilowatts Isotov TV-2 engines, made its first flight, piloted by Nikolai Ilyushin on August 2, 1962. Marking the first flight of any Soviet helicopter to fly with purpose-built gas turbine engines. The aircraft completed its factory-based testing in February 1963. The fourth prototype was designed as a VIP transport, with the rotor changed from 4 blades to 5 blades in 1963, to reduce vibration. The cockpit doors replaced by blister perspex slides, and a sliding door added to the cabin. The fifth and final prototype was a mass production prototype for the passenger market. In November 1964, all joint testing had been completed, and the Soviet government began mass production. Production started in the Kazan production plant, with the first aircraft completed by the end of 1965. Operators: Algeria, Germany, Russia, Mali, Ukraine, Egypt, United States, Cuba, Syria, Iraq, Argentina, Turkey, Canada, Indonesia, Mexico, Poland, Libya, Romania, China, Czech Republic, Azerbaijan. The Soviet military originally showed little interest in the Mi-8, until the Bell UH-1's involvement in the Vietnam War became widely publicized as a great asset to the United States, allowing troops to move swiftly in and out of a battlefield, and throughout the country. It was only then that the Soviet military rushed a troop-carrying variant of the Mi-8 into production. By 1967, it had been introduced into the Soviet Air Force as the Mi-8. There are numerous variants, including the Mi-8T, which, in addition to carrying 24 troops, is armed with rockets and anti-tank guided missiles. The Mi-17 export version is employed by around 20 countries. Its equivalent in Russian service in the Mi-8M series. The only visible difference between the Mi-8 and Mi-17 is that the tail rotor is on the starboard side, right side, of the Mi-8. Whereas in Mi-17, it is on the port side. Also, Mi-17 also has some improved armor plating for its crew. The naval Mi-14 version is also derived from the Mi-8. The Mi-8 is constantly improving, and the newest version still remains in production in 2016. Operational history: Iraq. Mi-8s were employed by the former Iraqi Army Aviation and Iraqi Air Force under Saddam Hussein. In the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s, there were air-to-air combat between Iraqi and Iranian Army aviation helicopters, including between Iranian Bell AH-1J Cobras and Iraqi Mi-8s. Ukraine. On August 16, 2013, the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that one of its Mi-8 MSB had set a world altitude record of 9,150 meters at the Kirovsk military airfield on August 15. Thank you very much for watching the video. Like, subscribe and share. We are waiting for your comments to enrich the content. Thanks again, and good night.